Right. I'm officially calling the April meeting of the Watkinsville Garden Club to order. I'm Pam Hendricks, the president. It is so good to see everyone. We have about 21 people. That's how many people I have registered, signed in. You will not be in the raffle if you don't sign the sheet, so let me know. This is really our first normal meeting since about November of last year. I know. December, we went and had a little, I think there were 8 or 10 of us that met for lunch. And then we voted in November not to have January or February meetings. And then the March meeting fell so early that it was kind of chilly. So we had Mary Davis turning 100. So we made her drive by a birthday party on her actual 100th birthday, which was March 26th. That was our March meeting. And now we're here today. So I want to welcome everybody. It's wonderful to be back. We are hoping we're going to get back on a normal trajectory if all goes well. Let's see. Do we have any guests? I kind of don't think we do. I haven't seen anybody. We got a new member, Dawn Parker. Is anybody else? This is Dawn. We're so excited. Is there anybody else I think that's the only new members I see. Last night was trying to tell myself everything I needed to bring, and I forgot to stick my flag in the car. So I guess we will dispense with the American flag, but I did, then I looked on this sheet. It's kind of hard to look at, but this is our September sign up, and Sarah Bell was the second to sign up, our chaplain, and we lost her. So I called on Carol Nimmons to just give us a short little devotional.
Thank you, Pam.
Oh, thank you.
The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God. Today is April Fool's Day. Some historians believe the April Fool's custom began in France, although we don't know for sure. It may stem from a calendar change in the 16th century France, the moving of New Year's Day from April 1 to January 1. When the calendar was adopted, people who continued to celebrate New Year's Day on April 1 rather than the new date of January the 1st were referred to as April Fools, and others played tricks on them. The Hebrew word for fool is nabal. I don't know, Nabal. And it means senseless. So the fool, basically, according to God, has no sense. And why? The fool has said in his heart, there is no God. Here is the truth about this. All of God's creation is so precise and wonderful, a miracle. Only a fool would say, it just all happened. There is no one responsible for it. Oh Lord, what great works you do, and how deep are your thoughts. Only a simpleton would not know, and only a fool would not understand this. For the beauty of the earth, for the beauty of the skies, for the love which from our truth over and around us lies. Gracious God, to thee we raise this our sacrifice of praise.
Very nice. Thank you, Carol. And today, Blake Giles is filming our meetings, and we're going to begin to post them online. So that's a big thing. He filmed the dedication that we had on Tuesday of the Gold Star and Blue Star memorial markers. And they're out there. He has his own YouTube channel, Blake Giles. You can subscribe. I was the first subscriber. I'm proud of that. But I think they're also on the website, the Watkinsville Garden Club website. Have they been posted? Does anybody know? Somebody told me it was. I don't know. But The quality was phenomenal. Take a moment and watch. There's something called echo taps at the end of the dedication, and it's worth hearing, and it was beautiful, even on your... Okay, let's see. Usually we do our program, and today is, but I think we'll move this to the end. Should we do our installation of officers at the end? Judy Cantrell texted me this morning. She had a shot in her knee yesterday, and she just said she could barely walk this morning. So she's not here. She was not going to have minutes because we had done November's minutes, and then we just had December and no meetings January and February, and then we just had the birthday party March. Judy Murrow is here, our treasurer, and Judy, you want to just come tell them a roundabout of what we've got in the bank?
Most of our monies in the last couple of months has gone out for different things. One was the Blue Star, Gold Star marker. We had to do rentals. And I finished giving up a check today to the Kralins. Anyway, there's some outstanding bills still to come in. I'm waiting for people to give me receipts. But Bob had initially, back in February, did a $396 that's what I dispersed out. Mary Ann Finley also wrote money for her because she keeps the website alive, okay? So that was $180.85. And I think, are we up to date on all of that? Where's Mary Ann?
She's not here.
Oh, no. Well, I guess we'll know next month. So what I did was just go to the QuickBooks program this morning and do a profit loss. I wrote checks this morning to finish up some things. So right now, according to the QuickBooks program, we have $3,689.39. So we'll see next week. The bank statement will come. I'll get it done, and I'll let Pam know. I guess it'll be Blake. Yeah, I got somebody new. So anyway, I'm going to continue as treasurer because I'm going to tell y'all the truth. What it took for me to get set up with that QuickBooks program on my computer, I don't even want to think about moving it right now. So I'll do this for a little while longer, and then we'll change up. We have 72 members, and I just got a check this morning, so after I send it in, it'll be 73.
Okay.
We're working towards 75.
I know. Yeah. I have a list if you just want to check and be sure. Perfect. And we'll add, okay?
All right. Okay, we're good.
Yay. Okay, I'm going to real quickly kind of give you my president's report. I already covered number one, or A. B, I did represent our garden club down at Union Point on February 16th at the Spring Azalea District meeting, and that was really fun. I got to see a part of Union Point. I had always just gone through that little town, and it's really kind of a neat little historic town, and they had a little building that the garden club and the Lions Club had gone in together and built. I think that they said back in the 50s. And it's the nicest little community building. All right, Judy and I met, and so her balance, we've sent in all the money for the state dues and all our budgeted amounts. And we are now, you heard her say, at 73 members. So that's great. We had Mary Davis's birthday party, and I think it went well. I wanted to tell you that Mildred Bell gave out handmade cookies. They were a piece of art that someone in her church had made, and she gave out 71. So I think we had 71 people attend Mary Davis's drive-by party. I have some pictures. She is amazing. She then had a party the next day, and I actually videoed her because she's just standing up talking to people at 100. She was 101 day on that Saturday, so that's amazing. The Blue Star, Gold Star Memorial Dedication. How many people that are here were there? Yeah, it was amazing. Everything I'm hearing is that it was the best one ever. I took some ladies, I took Marilyn McDonald and then Molly Kimler out to lunch afterwards, and that's what they told me. They told me that it was the best one ever. I believe we were a first. I think we were the first club, they said nationally, I think, that have ever done both at the same time. And everything was just perfect. And we're largely thankful to Frank and Cheryl Johnson. Frank headed up the committee. You put a military man in charge and it gets done right. That's what I know. And we had this fabulous committee. I have some little tokens of thank you for my committee, because if I had done it, it would not have come out nearly as well. The important thing is appointing the right committee. And I just wanted to commend everybody. Cheryl, I have a little gift card. I want you and Frank to go out to either Butcher and Vine or Chops and Hops. Your choice. Which one do you want? Which one do y'all prefer? Have you ever been to Butcher and Vine? No, we haven't. These are both in Watkinsville. I support local. You want to try it? Sure. All right. The other, I want to recognize Bob and Lois Kraling. They were on the committee. I am so grateful. Bob did all the refreshments. He got them there that morning and everything. I want y'all to have a gift certificate, go out to a nice dinner. Chops and Hops are, this is Butcher and Vine. They're both in Watkinsville. Which one? There we go. Lisa Douglas and Lisa opened up her barn for us to have our committee meetings, and that was just amazing. Lisa, you want Butcher and Vine or Chops and Hops? We'll choose. Okay, all right. And finally, Shirley McCorkle. I hope you and your husband will go out for a nice dinner. We had a wonderful committee, and they pulled off just an incredible event. People were saying it's one of the nicest things that's happened in Watkinsville in a long time. Please go by the Oconee County Courthouse and check them out. They're up on the front lawn of the Oconee County Courthouse, and they will be there, I hope, forever. There's now some that have been there since the 50s that we're refurbishing. So they're designed to be there a long, long time, and that's exciting. Thank you to my committee. Y'all are just amazing. I'm so proud of that. Okay, just a couple more things. There's an installation of Azalea district officers coming up in Athens. And I think you sent out, everybody's gotten the email. If you want to go, it's up at the headquarters of the Botanical Garden. There's Jane Bath. Jane, you snuck in on me. I'm signing you in. Anyway, it's $9 for lunch, and they're going to take the first 40 people. I have registered, but if anybody else wants to go, and if you're going and you want to ride together or whatever, let me know. But I'm just going to let everybody decide if you register. Then, if you're later than the first 40, they may send your check back. So you'll just have to kind of see how that goes. Then we are trying to get back in gear, and Penny Hamilton, there she is, has agreed to, we're going to have a plant sale, everybody, okay? May 8th. So we will have our May meeting on May 6th, and then the plant sale will be the 8th. Penny, do you want to come up?
Okay, yeah, this is on. Okay, so the plant sale is May the 8th. It's going to be from 8 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon. And I'm asking for volunteers to come and work. I've got a sign-up sheet on this clipboard, and I'm hoping it gets passed around today. And I'm hoping everybody will put their name at least for an hour. Also, I need tables that day. And it's starting at 8, set up about 7:30. So if you could bring the tables early, that would certainly be helpful. And another helpful thing would be to come and pick them up at 1 o'clock, because my car is not very big. I will not be able to return it to you. So today I want everybody to start their plants in pots and let me know what you would like to bring, what you're going to be able to bring, and I'll put that on the flyer. I think that's going to help people know what to come and look for and get them out there and to get what they want. The flyers are going to be posted around town, also on Facebook and on our website. And I was hoping at the farmer's market, but I heard from Joy Redmond this morning that the farmer's market will not be going on that weekend. So That's unfortunate. We were hoping to get some customers to come to both. But we'll do our best.
We are going to have Dr. Durr has said he's got some plants. And that's a draw for everybody. That's a big draw.
All right. That's about it. I'll leave the sign-up sheet here on the table.
All right, let's start it around. Let's see. And then do we need to come do the parking? No, we don't. Do we have to come? Don't we mark off the parking lot or whatever with tape?
The night
before. Do you need some people to do that?
Yeah. Just
Okay, I'm
one or
gonna
two
put-
people. Yeah, that won't be much.
Okay.
Just let me know what you'd like to bring.
Okay.
When
Y'all
you
wanna?
set the prices, it's
Oh, good point. I'm hoping that everybody that brings plants will price them already and price them low so that they sell quickly. The purpose is to get rid of them. So the small ones can be $1, maybe $2. So a nicer plant can be a little bit higher price, but we do, the idea is to get them sold. Also, if you can't pot anything up, we're accepting books and pots and just anything else that you think a gardener would like to have that would buy. It doesn't have to be a plant. It can be a tool that you're not using anymore. If you want to clean out your shed, that would be a good way to
Do we
share.
have banners and that kind of thing to really make people see it?
There is one banner.
Okay.
that I can put up.
Okay.
And we've got some signs.
Okay. This, usually this is one of our two major fundraisers. The plant sale, and then at Christmas, we hope to go back to our silent auction. So we've spent down a little bit. We need to build back up. So y'all pot plants and tell your friends to come out. Share it on Facebook. Try to get the word out because we are not going to have the farmers market helping us. Thank you, Penny, for all your work. Okay, very good. I wanted to mention that we're going to get where we do a long-term plan again about programs. And Blake and I are switching positions. So I wanted to throw out, I told Blake this morning, for the May meeting, it's right before Mother's Day, we may have a paint party. I have a friend that she can guide us in painting. Does that sound like something everybody will have to do it quickly? So it'll be a small project, but you'll leave with a little painting. We may have to RSVP for that meeting, so we know how many to prepare for, and we're gonna keep for the near future, keep trying to meet outdoors for a little bit longer till everybody gets comfortable going back indoors. Union Christian Church, where we were meeting, they're not even back indoors yet. So anyway, I guess we'll announce the place. We're going to have tables to do this, but that's what I hope is going to be our May meeting. Rachel Guthrie is not here. She's in charge of our scrapbook, and her husband, I just want y'all to know, keep him in your prayers. Larry is not doing well. Shirley McCorkle, do you want to make a report?
Okay, I'm going to sit down. I have had vertigo, and I still do not have my good balance, so I'm just sitting, so I hope you folks can hear me, and I'll try to talk into this. Okay, garden therapy for last year. We met down at Heritage, and the people that were there were so very nice to bring the items for the fig leaf. We had 215 items of underwear that were collected, and that was a lot of underwear, folks. Took that over to Bogart, to the Axe place over there, and they were very happy to get it, and we took the 215 things. And then we made Christmas stockings. There again, the folks that were at the Heritage took the stockings, and they brought
Y'all, I've heard there are a few garden clubs that have folded. So, just the mere fact that we have 24 people here is huge, and that we signed up 73, I think we're at now. So you know what? No worries. It's going to come back. We just had a really strange year, 2020. I'm very confident of that. Jane, I didn't even talk to you. Do you have a horticulture? Jane Bath is our horticulture committee person, and you don't have to. Is there anything you want to?
Can you hear it? All right, all I want to do is just excite you. First of all, I want to thank you. No, I don't want to go over there. I don't want to be walking. I really cannot commend you for all the work you have done through this past year. I think it's extraordinary, and I thank you. All right, the next thing is there are many gardens that we need to go see, but to try to have a meeting to go see them is very complex. But I, for one, my garden has never been so beautiful. I would love it if somebody calls and said, I'm bringing a friend, we just want to walk through your garden. All right, her daughter bought the, daughter-in-law, bought the property right next to her, which was the old nursery. I kind of got lost, so I went in and talked at the door. And I walked in, and I'd gone to that nursery for years. It is beyond belief beautiful, okay? Beyond belief. And then, there you go. There are too many gardens here that we're not going to and seeing. Going back to see your garden. I mean, Cheryl, we're missing out. So I suggest that you perhaps grab a friend and say, let's go to the fish hatchery where we saw coins. Oh my God, we never had so much fun. Well, we got lost and we were so glad we were lost so we could just keep on having a good time. But anyway, so I just encourage you to pick up the phone and say, let's go here. And this is a cold day, so you'll see something. But in a month, it'll be totally different. And really get out there and visit some of these beautiful gardens that you got ready for the photo. And of course, the garden it never went through. So I'm just encouraging you because there's Lisa's place. It's out there. Now, the another thing is I saw where going out to Goodness Grows, there's a nursery growing just native flowers, and you kind of go to it. And so when I started reading about it, I thought, I'm going. They're on the way to Goodness Grows. So there's too many exciting things that we're missing, and we need to look into people's garden and just enjoy them for the main fact that just walking around here is just wonderful. All right, that's all I have to say. So call up. Call me up. Let's get going.
Sorry, y'all. We'll get better at this. Okay. I'm just going to finish up a couple of things. Old business, I did not put it. One thing I think I'm going to start doing, or Blake can start doing this, is maybe just after the meeting having Cheryl email this out to everybody, because the worry is you're not taking down dates and all that, and I want to be sure everybody knows dates. I had forgotten to put this, but came back to me. We still have a certificate of deposit at Bank South, and it is in the name of Gloria Cruz and Dean Finley. Bank South has told us that we have to probate Dean's estate, and Marianne just hasn't gotten that going yet. So I wanted you to know that is something that we are working on. It made 90 cents in interest last year. So we've all agreed that we're just going to pull it into our regular account. There's no need to go, we're having to probate an estate to get our 90 cents. So, yeah. And I've told Marianne I'll help her, but we're just being very patient when she's ready to start that. So that's something that we've got to do. We've got to pull that $750 into our account. So we really have more. We have about $4,500 still in our, so I think we're in good shape. New business. I wanted to tell y'all about this and just get some feedback on it. But our scrapbooks, we win usually the state scrapbook award, but they're these enormous they're 12 by 12 pages and about 3 or 4 inches thick, but they're amazing local history. And we've been storing them at the library, but they're now going to move that library. And I'm getting very concerned about what might happen to the Watkinsville scrapbooks. We've been in existence more than 75 years. There are somewhere in the neighborhood of 75 of those scrapbooks. I don't know if y'all remember, but Nancy Suttles was a member here, and she was producing a beautiful magazine. And I spoke with her yesterday, and she kind of has the equipment and the know-how. I want to digitize those scrapbooks. With your permission, this is going to be my gift to the club, but I want to get that going. And we don't really know how we're going to do it yet. And then we also, we're going to try to keep the originals, but I just want to know there's another copy out there if something were to happen. I'm very nervous about them getting carted off to storage and never reappearing or whatever. So with your permission, does everybody think that's a worthwhile effort? Yes. Okay. And what Nancy has agreed to do is do one for us and let us kind of see what she's done and then get a little feedback of, how we want to do it. I don't know whether we want to produce, a copy of that digitized or whether we're going to do one. She talked about, she knows how to store things like on a solid state drive that's supposed to survive everything. So anyway, and I don't know. And that's what, we'll see. I don't know how much room, how much storage we have on our website. Yeah, and I've never even.
5 years.
Okay.
And then for a long time, they did 2 years together.
Okay.
Rachel and I.
That's good.
Doing these 2 years together.
Okay, exactly.
For 2020,
Right.
we're still saving it.
Right.
We'll combine
Okay.
2020.
So you've checked. So there won't be quite 75. That's good. I mean, I'm kind of glad. That is why I think this is so important. So I'm going to move on that. Yeah, and maybe letting them have a copy too. Is that what you're saying? So they'd be in 2 places. I'm hoping that the Oconee Library will still keep them. We're just worried about the construction period, or the move, and moreover, it could burn. And they are just originals, and there is no second copy. So anyway, we're gonna work on that. One other thing that's come up, and Lois, as our historian, we would love to get a list of the presidents of the Watkins. You have that. Okay, because... Good. Okay. Well, we thought about even maybe starting to put that at the back of the directory or something, just because I didn't know. I wasn't able to pull when Mary Davis, she has been president, right? I think so. But off the top of your head. That's amazing. Okay. Without further ado, we change officers every 2 years, but I am happy to announce that, and so first of all, let me find my sheet. But we got some beautiful certificates from the Gold Star, and I just wanted to let you see them. Isn't that nice? And I really wish we had a place to display, our certificates or whatever. So we're working on that. I've got another big idea, but that's coming. Huh? No, absolutely. No, yeah, we got to get these in the scrapbook. Before we do our officers, there's one other thing. I was at Carol Nimmons yesterday, and a lady came up to me, and the Monroe-Walton County Center for the Arts is having a garden tour. And it's Saturday, May 14th. They have May 15th. I have about enough for everybody. Y'all want to just pass them around and take one? This is a description of the gardens. If y'all want to read about it, I'm going to try to go. So if anybody wants to join me, let me know.
Lives up there, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The first thing that I want to do is call the current officers to the front. And I believe that would be Blake. And Shirley, you can just stay right there. Judy Murrow is here, our treasurer, and Lois. I think that's everybody. I have a small token of my appreciation because I have had a great set of officers to work under. These are Condor chocolate Easter eggs from 5 Points. And I just want to give y'all each a little Easter egg. I know. Thank y'all so much. And they're in a little nest. Okay. Now, I have asked Bob Kraling to help me. We've just got to install the new officers. And we had a nominating committee consisting of Virginia Wells, Ellen Purvis, and Gloria Cruz. And they basically got everybody to agree to stay on, except Blake and I are switching places. So I'm going to go right over here. Bob, would you come up and I'll...
Okay, the new president would be Blake Giles. First vice president, Pam Hendricks. Second vice president, Rachel Guthrie. Secretary, Judy Cantrell. Assistant secretary, Shirley McCorkle. Treasurer, Judy Murrow. Assistant treasurer, Ellen Purvis. Parliamentarian is Virginia Wells. And historian, Lois Kraling. So are we ready to proceed?
We are.
Oh, okay. We are gathered together to join these garden club members. What are we doing here? We're beloved. Okay. Dearly beloved, we are gathered together to join these garden club members in a state of officerhood because of love. We realize that to love is to assume responsibility. These friends have so loved their gardens and their club that they have agreed to the responsibility of leadership, a state not to be entered into lightly, but advisedly, with Mother Nature and Father Time graciously giving them inspiration and opportunity to fill these positions. Each acknowledges her or his respective duties. Excuse me. We are aware that duties with love become pleasures that bring forth accomplishments for the benefit of all. Officers, please respond to these questions with I do. It's interesting.
I'll tell you about it later.
Okay.
It's a book. It's a garden club book. Did you get this? This is from Virginia Wells.
Okay. Do you promise to take this office for better or for worse?
I hadn't really read this.
Wow. To keep in time of enthusiasm and discouragement. Do you promise? Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
We do.
Okay. Do you promise to be patient and diligent as long as the term of your office shall be? Okay. Club members. Do you club members promise to cooperate and encourage these officers? If so, please answer, I do. I do. Inasmuch as these selected officers and these club members in mutual affection have sworn to cooperate and work together for the good of gardens, I take this symbol of order and unity between club and officers, this gavel, and pass it to the ongoing president becoming president. May he who gives it and he who receives it, may she who gives it and he who receives it find happiness and abide according to the laws of this garden club. I now pronounce you duly installed officers. Direct and help us, O Lord, in all our efforts, and bless each one as we work together in unity. Amen.
The garden club has a book of installations. I just did the first one. Maybe we should read it a little more closely. But it has a whole bunch of really fun ideas. And Virginia had 2 copies. So she gave this to the Watkinsville Garden Club president's copy because I didn't know that existed until yesterday. So you'll choose a better one next time. I chose the first one in the book. I didn't look at it that closely. Okay. Here, I'll take this.
Felt like I had to give a blessing to everyone.
I know. Okay.
There were no objections.
There were no objections. Oh, and by the way, we did an email vote, and it was unanimous. I think we had 25, 30 people responded, and it was unanimous. So thank y'all, everyone, for agreeing to serve. All right. The next thing, I do have 1 door prize, and I believe we have 22 people here. Would somebody go give everybody a number? We're going to draw a name, and then we're going to go enjoy the garden. There we go.
While she's doing that, let me just say a couple of things. One of the reasons we're videotaping is because of the pandemic and a lot of people just not comfortable coming. And this gives all our members a chance to participate in the meetings, at least video-wise. And so this will be posted for them to look at. But additionally, the way that the sound we're doing this, we can make home videos. If you guys want to make a video about this is how I grew my tomato plants and this is what I did, or if you want to teach about a particular thing that you do in your garden, we'll come and make a video of it. And we'll post that as well. And so it's just a way that we can expand the reach of the Watkinsville Garden Club and add value to being a member. So just another feature we're trying to add. Sarah Ward's going to help me with that and work on that.
Could we do our own?
You can do your own if you like. The reason that I might suggest this is because the way the sound works, there's a little microphone right here that's picking up the audio, and so it has a very good sound system. You can do great videos with your camera. It's just the audio sometimes is kind of tricky, and that's why we might suggest this. But yeah, you can do your own. Yeah, that'd be great. We'd love to have them. Next month, I'll tell you a little bit about my gardening history, but we'll save that for next month. So I do want to say I think Pam has done an outstanding job as our president, and she was dealt a very tough hand with the way the pandemic interrupted her 2-year rule. But the strength of our club is evident by the fact that we've still got 73 members even after a pandemic and in the middle of a pandemic.
And even without that good.
Bill, Valerie, y'all come on up here real quick. And on their way, you'll see all these books up here, and there's a sign here, suggested donation $1 to $5 book. These are all books from Mr. Sam Jones's library, and they are offering them for sale. And if you just make a donation, and maybe they'll tell us a little bit, I can't remember where the donations are going to, but to the State Botanical Garden. So Bill and Valerie, they're the owners here of Piccadilly, and we are going to be able to shop today because we're here. So it's like by appointment only these days, and we made an appointment by coming here, and we want to thank them for letting us use their facility. We'll come back. We may not be here every month, but we certainly will be back at some time in the future. It's a great place to meet.
I feel like most of you already know us a little bit. A lot of you are customers already. But of course, Piccadilly Farm was started by my parents in the mid-1980s. And over the years, they moved out here in 1982. Over the years, they acquired more and more land till we're up to about 20 acres now. And they just love gardening, and so it's pretty much planted. The front part of the property is what I would call our gardens. The back part of the property is production, and we're happy to say that one of our daughters and our son-in-law are now living here in the what used to be our offices. The blue house behind us is their house. And they have a 2.5-year-old daughter who's also living here, and it makes us very happy.
Current employee.
Yeah, she told me the other day that she likes to pick up sticks, and I was like, oh, that would be a really good job for you to have. So the future generation is here to help us keep the gardens and hopefully the nursery going. And the nursery, actually the sales area, if you just stay on that little gravel road and kind of go back to the back, it's back there now. We used to have it more towards our houses, and we moved it to give ourselves a little bit more privacy, and also it actually is a lot more efficient for us. And anytime you want to come, we're open now. We changed to we used to be closed certain times of the year. We're open all year, Monday through Saturday, by appointment. So just call us or email me at info@piccadillyfarm.com if you'd like to come. The gardens are always open, except we say don't be out here at dark because we don't have any lighting. And that's more this side of the property all the way down towards our houses, and you're welcome to come stroll around anytime you'd like.
Do you specialize in some certain?
Well, the farm started mostly with hellebores and hostas. Unfortunately, hellebores, at least here, and I think other people have had this experience, are we've had a bad infestation of something called hellebore downy mildew, and we've lost a lot of our hellebores in the garden. But this year they appear to be coming back, so we're kind of hopeful that that hopefully the tough guys have survived the disease, and we'll have some coming back. We also have a lot of conifers, and we also just tend to have a lot of unusual plants and natives, things that you're not going to find at every other nursery. So,
Thank you. All right, we're doing one raffle giveaway. Hey, Violet, you snuck in. I have stamps, postage stamps.
I have one ticket left here.
Oh, Violet, how about giving it, Violet's got one. Well, maybe Joanna gave Violet hers, did you?
I got 7.
Oh, no, hold on, okay. Anyway, it's stamps, and they are the American Gardens stamps. I thought they were kind of cool. Everybody can use stamps. So we are going to let y'all draw one number.
10.
Number 10. Shirley. Shirley McCorkle won. Okay, everyone, I declare the April meeting of the Watkinsville Garden Club adjourned, and go shop, right?